And then we basically are sisters, all four of us. So. And then I always come over.
Yeah. And it's Ava Brioni Combs.
Sean Diddy Combs jolted the lockdown scrollfest in April 2020 when he burst onto Instagram Live, flashing a megawatt grin and pulling a pale, wide-eyed girl into frame. "Meet my adopted daughter, Ava," he declared, breezily name-dropping Madonna as if surprise adoptions were just another A-list hobby. Comments flooded in with heart emojis, yet Ava's smile wavered like a loose light bulb filament, her shoulders tight, while Diddy soaked up the sudden saviour glow. The clip rocketed across morning shows and gossip blogs as a feel-good pandemic fairy tale, but veterans of celebrity drama felt an uneasy twitch. No adoption papers, no backstory, no teary social worker cameo. Within 48 hours, Reddit sleuths noticed her surname shifted between captions and her bio vanished from Diddy's website before Google could cache it. Thin cracks in the hallmark glaze that hinted at a darker through-line. Weeks passed. Ava evaporated from the mogul's feed. No poolside selfies, no birthday balloons, no TikTok dance-alongs with Diddy's twin daughters. Meanwhile, his usual stream of yacht parties, Ciroc toasts, and Jack Sparrow-level boat entrances resumed like nothing had happened. Fans kept refreshing, hunting for one pixel of proof she'd settled in. What they found instead was silence so total it felt deliberate. Crowdsourced detectives dug deeper, scraping school enrollment lists in LA, Miami, and New York. No Ava Combs, no Ava Barron, no alias matching her face. In the handful of archived Insta stories that superfans recorded before they disappeared, Ava hovered only around Diddy's adult sons, Justin and Christian, never his daughters. Body language hobbyists zoomed in frame by frame, fingers knotted, shoulders curved inward, eyes darting toward the nearest exit. The feel-good story began to sour into a mystery thriller, and the question number, "Where is Ava?" trended for the first time. That tension ratcheted higher when Oscar-nominated actor Terrence Howard gave sworn testimony in an unrelated civil suit probing Diddy's alleged predatory behaviour. Mid-sentence, Howard made a cryptic aside about a situation involving someone you wouldn't expect. Court transcripts redacted the name, but social media filled in the blank almost instantly. Ava. Leaked snippets of Howard's depositions soon surfaced online. He described being summoned to Diddy's mansion for acting workshops, only to find no scripts, just low lighting, expensive champagne, and an atmosphere that made his skin crawl. An assistant allegedly whispered, "He's not here for your craft." Howard bolted, later warning, "Once you surrender your dignity in this business, you never get it back." On its own, Howard's account was unsettling. Paired with Ava's disappearance, it read like a coded SOS. Enter Gene Deal, Diddy's former head of security, who poured jet fuel on the fire during a viral podcast interview. Deal painted Ava's debut as pure pandemic PR, a staged adoption meant to soften the mogul's image while the world was stuck inside refreshing timelines for feel-good news. According to Deal, insiders suspected incriminating footage existed, allegedly locked on encrypted hard drives now catching the eye of federal investigators. Locals might have shrugged off such claims if they came from a rumour mill. But Gene had years of proximity and an axe to grind, making his words impossible to dismiss outright. Once journalists sniffed blood, legal filings multiplied. New federal documents, first reported in late 2023, expanded trafficking indictments linked to Diddy and, crucially, named Justin and Christian in separate suits, one for alleged transport, the other for sexual assault. These were not ancient skeletons dredged up. They were fresh accusations that eerily mirrored whispers around their father. Suddenly, every remaining screenshot of Ava standing between the brothers felt radioactive. Was she rescued or delivered into a lion's den? Then came the nuclear moment. Singer Cassie Ventura, Diddy's ex-partner, sued him in November 2023, detailing years of surveillance, forced freak-offs, covert filming, and hush-money payouts. If a chart-topping adult star with her own platform felt trapped, what shot did an undocumented tween have? Cassie's vivid affidavit reframed Ava's silence as fear, not absence, and galvanized public pressure. The mogul's allies who once leapt to his defense suddenly turned ghost silent, sensing a tide too strong to outswim. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, hip-hop's resident provocateur, shifted from trolling to ominous prophecy, teasing a docu-series titled Did He Do It?, with the line, "They can't charge him for what we saw, but we can't unsee it." Industry tongues wagged about archived Hi8 tapes, confiscated cell phones, even a rumoured off-site server farm storing mansion cam footage. One network exec whispered that certain clips were legally airable but morally unbearable, hinting that the worst might yet lie unseen. Federal agencies weren't waiting for a TV premiere. In March 2024, coordinated raids on Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami homes made primetime news. SWAT vans, evidence techs, pallet after pallet of hard drives hustled into evidence lockers. Within days, leaks suggested Ava, not missing but hidden, was now cooperating under protective status. If true, the girl once showcased like a pandemic puppy had become a prosecution cornerstone, an eyewitness unbound by NDAs and central to multiple timelines. Inside the Combs empire, panic spread like a dropped champagne flute shattering at a gala. PR pitches for charitable live streams were drafted, then deleted. A fragrance relaunch vanished from Sephora listings overnight. Sponsors cited brand safety concerns. Diddy's legendary white party invitations politely ignored. Trademark filings shuffled ownership structures at lightning speed, suggesting asset shielding on a grand scale. For a mogul who built his brand on can't stop, won't stop, the sudden retreat spoke louder than any denial. Hollywood at large adopted a quarantine-style hush. Artists who once bragged of Diddy's mentorship now scrubbed collaborative photos from their grids. Publicists advised clients to give no comment, lest a stray soundbite rebound in discovery. Their silence, far from loyalty, looked like fear of secondary fallout. Everyone instinctively felt that if Ava confirmed the existence of illicit tapes, the blast radius could engulf not just a single superstar, but an entire ecosystem of enablers, from club promoters to A-list guests who once surrendered their phones at his mansion door. Even so, the timeline of Ava's whereabouts between April 2020 and the alleged handoff to federal agents remains a blank canvas painted only by rumour. Some sources claim she rotated among guest houses with round-the-clock staff. Others insist she briefly enrolled in an elite Miami prep school under an alias before vanishing again. Conspiracy threads say she fled and was rescued by advocates. No version carries verified receipts, underscoring the grim suspicion that her digital erasure was no accident. What is verifiable is Diddy's legal freefall, hush money rumours, rapid-fire asset transfers, and a swirl of overlapping lawsuits naming him, his sons, and multiple executives in his orbit. Crisis managers reportedly begged him to issue a heartfelt public statement. Lawyers vetoed the idea, fearing self-incrimination. The mogul famous for turning PR stunts into headline gold now seemed paralysed, trapped between brand implosion and potential criminal exposure. If Ava indeed testifies, linking Howard's deposition, Deal's insider bombs, Cassie's affidavit, and whatever material 50 Cent claims to hold, Diddy's legacy could collapse from cultural juggernaut to cautionary tale overnight. Yet the implications reach far beyond one empire. Prosecutors could leverage her testimony to map a broader power structure where fame masks exploitation, where mentorship becomes a code word for grooming, and NDAs shield more than trade secrets. For decades, glossy profiles painted Diddy as hip-hop's Midas. History may instead credit him with exposing a pipeline that thrived in his shadow. In the meantime, the internet replays that 2020 livestream like a forensic video game, slowing frames to catch every darting glance, every nervous toe tap. They freeze the moment Ava's eyes flick toward the door, overlay captions, "Did you see it?" and marvel at how a supposed feel-good clip morphed into Exhibit A of a federal probe. Each share serves as caution. Sometimes the sweetest viral snippet is only the teaser trailer for a story so dark the screen can barely hold it. Wherever Ava stands today, gear shift from frightened tween to poised young witness, her voice could finally bridge rumour and proof, trauma and accountability. And when she speaks, she won't just rewrite one man's Wikipedia page. She'll challenge an entire industry to confront the price of charisma without oversight. because if the Ava saga teaches us anything, it's that the loudest applause can drown out the quietest cry until someone brave enough turns the microphone around.